TGI Fridays. Can you actually learn something from endless apps? Turns out you can. I think self-awareness is one of the biggest issues that most people face, right? It's hard to know and to be self-aware. I believe that it plays a big role in people not knowing what they're doing, not knowing what route to go. People will continue doing something that's not meant for them or that they're not supposed to be doing because they're not aware that it's just not for them. The reason that I bring up TGI Fridays and the fact that I learned a lot about myself there is because I worked there before. I worked there as a host when I was in college. So in terms of self-awareness, in terms of finding myself, trying to figure out who I am, what I want to do with my life, why I say I learned so much during that time was because I was doing a lot of inner and self work. Wasn't happy with my situation, wasn't happy with myself at the time. I wasn't happy just with my life. I knew I wanted it to be different. I knew I needed it to be different. I needed answers. So rather than just accepting what life was giving me at the time, I was just constantly asking myself, what is the first step that I could take in that direction to answering these questions for myself? And at the time, the only thing that I actually enjoyed doing, the only thing that I could actually work hard at and consistently, day in, day out, week to week, look forward to doing was working out. So that's what I did, and that's what I prioritized. I prioritized school because I need to get it finished and get it out the way, and I prioritized working out. Now, I'm not telling you to prioritize working out, but I'm telling you and asking you, what is it for you that you enjoy doing? What are you passionate about? What are you good at? Where's somewhere where you can start? Because that's all I really needed, was somewhere to start. And that's what I was looking for. I thought, and in my head, I was like, ooh, like this is an answer. This is a way. And it's been a part of my answer. It's been a part of my way, to finding myself and to understanding myself better and, creating a life that I want. It's not the whole answer. But for me at that time and where I was, it was a good start. I knew I was good at it. I knew I enjoyed doing it. I knew I could work hard at it. So I did, and I prioritized it. At the time, I was working with a lot of people, and there were servers at this restaurant that I felt as though they were a couple years older than me. Some of them had even graduated college already and even went and got their master's. And whenever I would talk to them and ask them, like, what are their plans or what are they trying to do next, they never had answers. They would complain about their jobs. They would complain about these different things, but none of them never really, I felt from me, gave me good answers on what they were planning to do next with their life. So I learned a lot of lessons there as well, because I was going to be graduating soon as well, within the next year and a half. I didn't want to just be another kid that went and got a college degree and maybe hopefully falls into the line of work that they got their degree in, or maybe just accepts whatever job or accepts whatever life. Like I didn't want that to be me. It couldn't be me, honestly, because my whole thing with my life is that I come from a single parent household. My mother raised 5 kids on her own. My mother had a stroke 2 weeks after I went to college. I need answers. We need answers. My household needs answers. So whatever regular job I was going to get with that college degree and whatever set salary someone was going to give me, I knew that that wasn't going to be enough to take care of the needs that I had in my life. It's not coming from a place of I want to be better than this or better than that, or I'm chasing money or chasing this or whatever. It's like, no, I know from my life what I'm going to need in my life in the future and right now. And I need to find answers for those questions. I need to find solutions for those issues. So that's where I'm operating from. I think self-awareness takes on a lot of different variables in your life. I had to be self-aware and honest about who I am, who I want to be, what my situation is, who needs my help, what are the issues in my life, and what do the solutions need to be, and what can I do in my life to find those solutions. I looked up this whole program and said, all right, for the next 6 months, I'm going to prioritize this. I didn't know where that was going to lead me at the time, but I knew that that's where I needed to start. After that 6 months, I actually got in pretty good shape. And, I was looking at myself and I was like, dang, like, this is my first time. I'm kind of looking like this, shredded or whatever. Like, I'm looking good physically. And I reached out to this photographer, do my first photo shoot. The pictures and the videos go viral, and my platform started from there. But what's more important than that is the fact that I showed myself in that moment that I could get a result, and that result started up here. And then it started from me evaluating myself and looking at, okay, what am I good at? What am I not good at? What do I have? Where can I start? Because that's all the working out really was for me at first, was just a start. I knew if I started there, it could possibly lead to something else. And it did. I didn't know what that was going to be. At the time, I wasn't thinking of modeling or doing any photo shoots or anything. I was just a host at TGI Fridays, and I just wanted some answers for myself. And I knew that in that moment, from the things that I could control in my life, I could control waking up, going to do that workout, going to work, going to school, doing my homework after school, and hopefully something comes from that. So I did what I could. But it started with me looking at myself and evaluating myself and asking myself, what are the issues or the problems, and what solutions can I bring to the table at this time? And that's kind of where this whole thing of social media started for me, was from me being a host at TGI Fridays and sitting down with myself every day and just saying, like, what am I going to do? Because this isn't it. The answers are within. We have the answers right here. You just got to find them. You have to think through it. You have to look at yourself. You have to evaluate yourself and figure it out. And that wasn't even the answer for me. As much as I thought that once that happened, so much was going to come from it, opportunities have come from that moment until now, of course, but that didn't change my life. That was just a chapter in my life. It's a never-ending process. You're going to constantly be doing it. You're going to constantly be working on yourself and thinking through, who you are and what you want to do and all those different things. It doesn't stop, but you got to get started though. That's the biggest part, is that you got to get started. The sooner you get started, evaluating yourself, trying to figure out who you are, what you want to be and what you want to become, and being honest with yourself, the answers will come.